Sitwasyon sa Senado ngayon, kung totoo nga na nagkaroon na ng session at yun nga yung balita at nagkaroon ng eleksyon ng panibagong liderato at nailik nga raw si Senator Sherwin Gatchalian. Ano ang basihan nito? Maliwanag kasi ang provision po ng saligang batas under Article 6, Section 16 na the Senate and the House of Representatives can elect its leaders by a majority of all its members. Importante yung salitang all. No? Ayan ang provision ng Section 16, Article 6 ng ating saligang batas. So, pag sinabi mong all its members, there are 24 members. Majority of all its members, 13. Absolute majority ang tawag natin dyan. Sa determination of quorum, iba rin pong provision yan. Yung susunod na paragraph, nakalagay dyan that each house may by a majority of each members can conduct business for purposes of its day-to-day operations. So yung determination of quorum will only require majority of the members, meaning to say who are here in the Philippines. Yung election ng Senate President, it requires majority of all its members. Kung totoo nga na pinalit ng Senado si Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, ay violation po yan ng provision po ng Article 6, Section 16. Hindi mo pwedeng may apply yung kaso ng Avellino versus Cuenco kasi yun ang binabanggit eh. It is a 1949 case at doon sa provision ng 1935 Constitution, yung election ng Senate President, wala pong nakalagay na all its members, kundi majority of the members thereof. So, yung Avellino versus Cuenco, kaya 12 yung nag-elect, natanggal si Senator Avellino at naipasok na bagong Senate President si Senator Cuenco kasi isa sa mga senador noon, si Senator Tomas Confesor, was out of the country. So, practically, 23 lamang yung senators na nasa Pilipinas at that time. Yung isa pang ang senador ay nasa hospital. He was indisposed, si Senator Vicente Soto Sr., na wala doon din sa session. So, yung 12 na Nationalista Party senators under the leadership of Senator Mariano Cuenco ay nag-convince sila at nag-elect sila ng Senate President at na-elect nga si Senator Cuenco. Nakarating yan sa Korte Suprema yung kaso na yan at pinaliwanag ng Korte Suprema for purposes of determining a quorum to transact business, what is required is majority of the members of the Senate. At dahil wala pong provision tungkol doon sa majority of all its members to elect the Senate President, yung pagka-elect ni Senator Cuenco ay tama, sabi ng Supreme Court. Kasi yun ang nakalagay sa saligang batas, yung interpretation under the 1935 Constitution. Pero under the 1987 Constitution, maliwanag na majority of all the members of the Senate. So 13 votes ang kinakailangan yan. At ito ngayon, paano yan? Tama ba yung ginawa ng Senado na nag-convince sila at gumawa ng kanilang mga business doon sa Senate? I don't think so kasi even in the determination of quorum, which says that the Senate by a majority of the members thereof, hindi rin sinabi na all its members, majority of the members thereof, can constitute a quorum. Ibig sabihin, ilan ba yung members ng Senate na nasa Pilipinas? Ang nasa Pilipinas, I think there are still 24. Kahit na yung isa hindi mo mahagilap at yung isa ay nakadetain, still they are members of the Senate. Wala namang information na nagsasabing si Senator Bato de la Rosa is already out of the country. Kasi pag out of the country na yung isang senador, he is beyond the jurisdiction of the Senate. He can no longer be compelled to attend the session. Nakalagay din sa Constitution kasi that compulsory process may be effected by the Senate in order to compel the attendance of the members thereof for purposes of determining a quorum so that it can transact business. Since all the members of the Senate are still in the Philippines, to determine the existence of a quorum, you need also 13 because there are still 24 senators in the Philippines right now. So sa tingin ko, questionable yung naganap na session kanina at yung pagka-elect ni Senator Gatchalian, whatever position he was elected at, ay violation yan ng ating 1987 Constitution.
So if you're the